Hey everybody, it's Last Raider, and I'm kind of sorry for this long format today, but situations have come down in my channel, and I just as the title says, I don't know if I'm going to be on YouTube anymore. I will try to put content on here, but I'm going to have to take a break for a week because this shit has finally happened. Now, before I get into this, you need to know something about me. I do carpentry for a living. It's not a job that I like. It's what my dad did, and I learned how to do it. And I started learning how to do it when I was 6. So I know a few things on how to paint. My wife is an artistic painter, and I've stated you can't put an artist painting a wall with a brush because they want to dab at it too much. They don't know how to put paint on a deal and move it effectively. Or efficiently, we'll put it like that. Usually when I have a problem on a job, if something is wrong, if I have made a mistake or caused problems for somebody, 3 things have to happen. 1, I have to be told what the problem is. Not that there is a problem. I have to be told what the problem is. In other words, what it was I fucked up in detail. 2, I have to be able to see what it is I have fucked up. And then 3, I fix what I have fucked up, if it is fucked up. That's apparently not the case with YouTube. Because at 3 a.m., mind you, when I'm dead asleep, because I get up at 6 o'clock. My wife heads off to work. She goes to work at about 6. I'm up at 6. We are too close to school, to my kids' school. It's amazing because I'm about a mile outside of town, but the school is on the very edge of town. So technically I qualify for not having the kid go on the bus. At the same time, the wife doesn't want the kid on the bus because, well, things happen on a school bus. And my wife was one of the first. The thing is, my wife is Filipino, and her mom decided to move to one of the whitest, not my town, but the town she lived in for about 5-6 years of her life before she finally married me. Was an all-white town who was still had problems with seeing people that didn't look like them. So she rode the bus for about a month before finally telling her mom she'd rather take the risk of walking home. She said because at least if someone comes after her, she could run away from them. So she doesn't want my kid running the bus. So I stay up, take my kid to school at about 8 o'clock. So at 3:39 in the morning, my time, I am asleep. And this is when this nonsense comes in. And I just happen to go home, scroll into my emails, because I do check to see if I got any junk mail. I've got comic books and stuff that I've ordered from independent creators that I'm waiting to come in. Lo and behold, this is what YouTube does. They've got on here, they've removed a video. So I've spent most of the morning trying to find this video. This is where, when I said where 3 things have to happen for me to fix a problem and for me to correct it and never do this problem again. Because if I have to correct a problem for free, I'm going to make damn certain I don't have to do that problem again. I don't want to go back to the job and fix a problem for free and work for free on a job that I really don't like to do. It's not my calling in life. It's not what I want to do with my life. It's just the job that I managed to learn to do. I'm not going to go back in there and do this job a second time if I can help it. I'm going to fix what I did wrong, whether it be getting the wrong material, doing the wrong technique, using the wrong nails, the wrong paint, or just me not being careful. I'm going to make sure I never do that problem again. I try to better myself for my sanity. YouTube, however, has given me a content strike, but they haven't told me specifically what the problem is, so I don't do it again. And this is what's irritating me. I mean, it's really pissing me off right now. Because if there's a problem, I try to solve it, and I try to make sure I never deal with that problem again. It's just the type of person I am. I don't want to, if there's a problem, if I've screwed something up, I try to never deal with that problem again. YouTube won't tell me what the problem is. They're telling me that I'm in violation of hate speech on a video that is 11 months ago. And they're saying, we know this might be disappointing. Yeah, you're right, it is disappointing. But here's the problem here. They're accusing me of content glorifying or inciting violence against another person or group of people, which is not allowed on YouTube. We also don't allow any content that encourages hatred of another person or group of people based on membership in a protected group, which I find that last statement, those last two words, kind of interesting, protected group, because I'd like to know who the unprotected groups are. We review educational, documentary, artistic, and scientific content on a case-by-case basis. The amazing part about this, about that little statement there, is that this video I've been looking at, finally found it. It's 11 months old. And I'll get to the video here in a minute. They state here also, limited expectations are made for content with sufficient and appropriate context where the purpose of posting is clear. Basically here, YouTube's kind of lying in this entire statement. Because here's the thing, if I'm supposed to know this whole content, as far as I'm concerned, the entire email is a lie. Because YouTube has gone after a video of mine today from 11 months ago. But if I go here, this is where the video's at. Leaders did nothing, so evil ran rampant. I can't get on the video. I can't find the video. It's a video that has 12 views. I don't know why it was hit. I've got videos on here that are hitting far more views. Up in like the 400s. I don't know why this video got hit. 12 people saw it about 11 months ago, and that was it. It's a dead video. But here's the thing. This is back on my channel, back when I was just, covering whatever topics was out there to try and figure out what people liked and what they wanted to see. And honestly, I've probably got more videos on here that'll probably be hit at some point. I mean, I have no idea what will get struck next. I'm pretty sure it's something else going to get struck. But here's the thing. Not only do I not know if I'm going to get struck again, some people would say, well, you know what the problem is. Why don't you fix it? No, I don't. Because it's something I said in a video 11 months ago. I can't go back and review the video to see if, maybe that might have been a bad thing. YouTube just up and deletes the video, which is a 34-minute video. I don't know what it was I said in the video. I don't know what they're contexting as hate speech. I barely even understand what the content was. Mind you, I can't get a description. Nothing. There's not a description of the video. I literally have just a title, and all I can figure is I was probably critiquing elected officials on them not doing their due diligence on something. That's all I can tell you. Might have been critiquing them on the law, on laws they weren't upholding. I don't know. I don't know. This video was published on July 2nd, 2020. So there's no... And the only thing I can figure is if I said something about June 6th, which I know I've avoided. But this is in July 2nd of 2020. June 6th... Well, it might have happened. No, that was January 6th, actually. So no, it wouldn't have happened. It'd be January 6th, not June 6th. So January 6th would have happened then. It wouldn't have happened yet. This would have predated it. So no one even knew that existed. So I couldn't have said anything about that. Like I said, I have no idea what the video is. And I've racked my fucking brain right now. And I know people are saying, didn't you save it? And I'm like, I tried. But this is before I had my computer. This is before I got... This is before... It's back when my channel, I was running everything. I'm still running it on a cell phone. Because I'm trying to figure out a computer right now. Trying to figure out editing software on a computer. And it's... For me, it's hard. It's hard for me to figure that stuff out. Once I get it, I'll get it. And then everything will go. I know that. But it's hard for me to learn a new skill at this point in time. But I have no way of... Like I said, I have no way of looking at this video. And again, I apologize for the long format of the phone. If I get in here, I have nothing. I don't know what the problem is. I can't fix it. And what's frustrating to me is I'm going to make this mistake again probably. Probably I'm going to end up making this mistake in the next couple of days because I can't appeal what I don't know is wrong. How do I sit back and tell YouTube where they've made a mistake when I don't know what the fucking problem is? And I can't fix this. And apparently I'm going to break this rule again somehow, and I know I'm going to break it again because I don't know what the problem is. How am I supposed to correct something when I don't fucking know? So, yeah. Probably taking a break from YouTube at the moment because I don't know what's happening. Because they, like I said, they went after a video that was 11 months old. Meaning they're just now reviewing content apparently on the channel. And they said they did this case by case. But some asshole who did this case by case cannot put a small description in there telling me, or just even a timestamp. I mean, how hard is it to put a video on private, give me a heads up, hey, we're privating your video for a week. You're not going to be able to unprivate it. We found a problem with the video. Here is the timestamp of what we found to be hate speech. You have 7 days to appeal or correct the content on the video. And honestly, I would probably do that. I don't even know how I'm supposed to appeal to this thing. I don't even know what the fuck the problem is. They're saying, oh, it's hate speech. I can't even tell you what the video is about. Because it's been a year ago. I said it's been a year ago, and I've been trying to put videos out every day of the week practically. Sometimes I miss. Some weeks I have difficulty getting videos out, but I've tried to put videos out every single day of the week. And I can't tell you what the problem is. I can't even tell you what the video is about. Because when I looked at the video, I thought, oh, this has something to do with June 6th. Or January 6th. And no, this was before the election was even finalized. No one knew what was going to happen. Nobody knew when January 6th happened. I didn't know January 6th was going to happen. So it can't be that. I have no clue what the problem is. Because my initial assumption was I might have said something about January 6th. And it can't be that because it predates it. YouTube's not a time machine, folks. It's not like I can go back in time and make a video about events in the future. Trust me, if I could do that, I'd have the best fucking YouTube channel in the world. I'd have a hell of a lot more subscribers than I currently got. Right now, the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my options because this is pretty disheartening. I'm not going to lie. when you're told that there's only one other time I can say I felt this frustrated. And it was after I did a job for a guy. We had a disagreement on the price, which he had signed a contract and agreed to. And then he went around town saying I had fucked up his house. And the frustrating part was for about 2 years in the town that I worked, that his house was at, he told everyone that I had messed up his house. Screwed us out of a lot, just doing everything he could to ruin a business that I need to feed my family with. And I called multiple times, asked him what the problem was, and finally, and here's the thing, he wouldn't tell anyone what I had messed up. He just told everyone that I had messed up his house and they shouldn't get me. Eventually, someone took the risk. I went over, I did a good job, and they asked me what it was I messed up on his house. And it had been about a year, and I said, honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't know. And that's the frustrating part. Because if he'd just call me and tell me, I'd go over there and I'd fix it tomorrow for free. But I don't know what the problem is. And I said, the frustrating part is, the longer the problem goes on at his house, the worse it's probably going to get. Eventually, he had a big scene with a family member of his, and this is how the story ended. He had a big scene with a family member of his, disowned a family member on that specific subject because she kept telling him that he should sue me for what I had done wrong to his house and get it fixed. And she said, just tell me what the problem is. She said, I know a lawyer. They'll sue this guy who ruined your house and he'll come fix it. And finally he up and told her he didn't know what the problem was. And she said, how do you not know what the problem is if he messed up the home? And he basically disowned her because she kept asking questions. Finally she went around town telling everybody apparently I hadn't done anything wrong and he was apparently a liar. Which is something when your own family starts calling you a liar. I tell you that because that's how I feel in this situation. Frustrated, I can't fix the problem. And I'd fix it. And I mean, I'm not one of these people that says before, to be honest, I am now, but I was never one of those people that thought YouTube was inherently evil. I knew there were problems with YouTube. I knew that the algorithm would fuck with you. But this here is just frustrating. Right now, I'm kind of jaded in my entire thinking of YouTube because now I'm at the point of maybe YouTube is an evil company. And it's one thing to sit there and say you're going to be on a platform and keep going. It's another thing when you realize that they're going to game the system to a point where you're not going to have a chance at it. This entire nonsense of sending me this with no explanation of what the problem is, not telling me where it is specifically in the video. People do this, they make vague rules so they can win all the time. This is totally geared against the content creator. Because, and let me explain this, if you could fix the problem would be fixed and situations would be rectified. This here just looks like YouTube is looking to ban people just to ban them. And I don't know why. Probably because I've mentioned in my videos that I'm a Jew. Probably because I've mentioned in my videos that my wife is Filipino. I mean, China has a problem with the Filipinos. I have no idea what's going on here. But I can't fix this situation. I can't appeal a problem. I don't know what the problem is. And so until YouTube can tell me specifically what's wrong in the video, or they'll unlock the video so I can review it myself and try to figure out what the problem is. I'm pretty sure I can find it. I have to assume that there really is no problem with the channel and YouTube's just coming after me just to come after me. Because if YouTube honestly had a problem, and it was a genuine problem, it was a legitimate problem, they would simply tell me what the problem was. I don't know. And as I said, I don't have a backup of the video. So the only evidence of wrongdoing has been destroyed by YouTube. Think about how that would work in court. Someone accuses you of doing something wrong, but when the court comes in and says, hey, we need the evidence of this, they say, well, I burned the evidence. Well, fuck. You burned the evidence. Yes, the man accusing you, or the person accusing you of a crime, burned the evidence of your crime, or the home or the house that had the evidence of your crime in it. Imagine how that would fly in court. You would not be considered guilty of anything. So here's, like I said, I'm not going to consider I've done anything wrong because I can't sit here and dwell on this all the time. I'm going to say I did nothing wrong. I'm going to say YouTube is being malicious, and I'm going to look at my options this week. Don't know. I will probably still put videos on here, just not as much. I'll probably limit my videos to like once a week on YouTube. And I don't know, because I'm probably going to have to restart on another channel anyway. I may try something different. I may try, because doing the politics does only so much viewership, and I kind of want to do something a little more, I want to do something entertaining. I like playing video games. I've got a nice computer. What I might do is I may do some game videos or something like that on another site. But, and I don't know what site that's going to be yet. But I will say this, I'm not going to put the content on YouTube. I'm probably going to look for something that will reward the creator a lot more than what YouTube is doing. I did YouTube because it was popular. And I've reached a point where I'm like, I'll keep doing this content on here, probably in a limited fashion, only for so much longer. Because I figure eventually YouTube's going to completely knock my channel off entirely. Because like I said, I'm 2 content strikes away. And if they're just now reviewing all my videos, like I said, I have no idea what they found wrong. And the next video, they'll delete it. I won't know what the problem is. And then the third video, they'll say something's wrong with it, and they'll delete the evidence, and then I'll be done. So, channel, as far as I'm concerned, is probably going to be dead. I'm just putting it up here for the few people that are going to watch it. And guys, I am very sorry for this nonsense. It is not y'all. It's not me. It's them. And I refuse to believe that I have done something wrong. I refuse to believe that the people that are on my channel have done something wrong. Because YouTube, like I said, has burned all the evidence of wrongdoing in a court of law that never work. And I've had to go to court for people who have... I had to go to court one time because some dude broke into my house and stole my shit. And I got all my shit back, and I went to court. You'd be amazed the bullshit a defense attorney can pull out of their ass to get you out of stealing something. But I had to go there. I had to tell them that I didn't give him permission. I had to provide evidence. I had to let the police inside. I let the police inside my home, which they went through all kinds of stuff. And by the way, they had to be let inside my home when I wasn't there. And because my dad went by our apartment, realized everything had been stolen, he's like, what do? I said, you need to get the police over there immediately so they can see if they can find any evidence of who might have done it. At the time, I didn't have cameras or nothing. I've got cameras now. But I had to sit back and wait and they had to go in there and just go into my house. God knows what they went through while they were in there. While I'm desperately trying to get home from a long drive in Florida. And before it was over with, they were eventually picked up. But I had to have evidence. If I had went over there and not called the cops and burned the house down afterward, or cleaned it all up, and the cops come by and said, "You said your stuff was stolen, right?" "Yeah." "Well, why'd you clean the entire house of evidence?" "We might have found something." "Well, I decided to clean it." I wouldn't have had a case. Wouldn't have had nothing other than a police report of my stuff being stolen. That would have been about it. What happened was the guys got caught. Eventually, I got lucky. Sometimes you never get that lucky. But like I said, if this were in court, this wouldn't fly. The judge would simply state, you cannot provide accusations against a person without evidence. Otherwise, you are simply accusing someone of wrongdoing, and as far as the court would be concerned, nothing had gone wrong. So here's what I'm going to tell everybody. Y'all did nothing to the channel. I did nothing to the channel. This is YouTube just being a dick. And I'm going to continue making videos. I may not make the same content I made before, but I would probably like to make something a little more positive, because I think there's enough negative content out there already. I'm not saying my content was necessarily negative, but reporting on bullshit every single day gets old over time. And I've been sitting here for a while looking at options, thinking, I'd like to do this with a video, I'd like to do that with a video, but this isn't what the content of my video is about. And I guess this is just the direction it's going to go. So I'll probably still do a video on here every week. As far as this week is concerned, I'm not going to do another video till Monday. I'm just, I'm disgusted right now making videos over this damn email. And I need to get to work here in a minute anyway. But anywho, as soon as I figure out where I'm going, hopefully before they completely delete the channel off the internet, I will know where I'm going and I'll let you guys know. But until then, fuck. It seems so pointless to do an outro, because usually I tell everybody to comment, subscribe, and all that nonsense, and I don't even feel like it. It feels pointless at the moment. But just hang around a little bit longer, and I'll try to find another place. And I'll try to put out some content that, instead of shock value, just, kind of make you laugh for once. Try to put something good in this world, because I think that's what the problem is now. We have so many people worried about bad shit. We just need to do our own thing and make something good. Something worthwhile. I don't know what that is. But anyway, folks, stay safe, stay frosty. I'll see you guys later. Bye.